What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If this happens to be your first time here, my name is Dave, and I love to share my passion and interest in Lego investing. Today, we are going to be covering just that. I appreciate you joining me. Today, we're going to be covering a big question, in that, is Lego investing dead? It may have just ended today, at least as it relates to one platform, which is a really huge one. So I just received an email probably about an hour or two ago from Amazon, because I sell most of my stuff through Amazon FBA. It is kind of the centerpiece of my business. And so although I do local and although I do some other different marketplaces, Amazon is really the most scalable of those for the business that I was trying to build and grow in this retired Lego set kind of sector, right? I don't deal with new stuff. I don't buy wholesale looking for that 10 to 20% margin, right? I purchase stuff, hopefully at deep discounts, sit on it for a very long period of time, and then bring those sets back out to offer to the public for those people that otherwise would have missed out on the opportunity to get those sets because they weren't looking for them or collecting or buying that particular theme, whatever it is, during the period in which they were actually available from the manufacturer. And that's kind of what the whole investment business is built around, is these old retired products. Now, I got an email from Amazon, as I said. It says, as part of our ongoing efforts to provide the best possible customer experience, we have implemented additional approval requirements for Lego products. Effective, in essence, tomorrow, 5/23, you will need approval to list the affected products. If you do not obtain approval by this date, your listings will be removed. This action does not impact your account health, which is good, I suppose, but it certainly impacts my business's livelihood. And so it's got a whole series of things that you can do to try and reinstate your listing, which really just involves you going back through the approval process, which the approval process has to do with being able to provide an invoice from a manufacturer or distributor of the Lego branded products to get ungated. Now, there are places that you can go and do that. However, I'm not regularly buying through those avenues on a monthly basis. And so I actually don't have an invoice, I don't think, that covers the allotted requirements during the last window of time, which means if something doesn't happen here, I may not be able to list Amazon on Lego, and neither might any of you. Like, this is mainstream. This is across the board. They're doing this as a whole. My old listing was for Lego branded products. Now it's $ Lego branded products is how they kind of show some distinct difference between those listings and items. So when I go and look at my items right now, they've got a link that you can go to so that you can see which of your items are impacted. I only had one in the list. However, the huge deal to me is, even if it's just that one of my current listings, I went and browsed a couple other ones, and it would appear as though many of those other items that I haven't sent in yet, but are actually over on this shelf over here ready to go into Amazon, I'm now regated on. I can't actually send those in. I can't create a listing or add my products to my FBA store, which is really bad. That's it. It's just bad. That's going to really stunt the scalability of selling all these sets in a easy, time manageable way. So if I go down here, it talks about, so what happens if I don't do anything, right? What if you don't request approval again and actually go through that process? If no action is taken, the affected listings will not be available for sale in the Amazon store. If you have FBA inventory associated with the listings, it will be stranded as of tomorrow, 5/23/2023, and subject to required removals if the orders are not reinstated. Offers are not reinstated. If you do not obtain approval to sell the affected products or are ineligible to apply, you got to create a removal order. So now you got to pay to ship all that stuff back to you and go through managing all that. This one's a huge hit. Now, again, I stated only one of my current listings were affected as of right now. I don't know for sure if as of tomorrow, which is actually going to be the day that you're watching this, that might change. But man, like, this is huge. I'm not quite sure what Amazon's motivation to do this is. It talks about, as a part of our ongoing effort to provide the best possible customer experience. That's their reason. Now, I'm not sure what this best customer experience is for having only new modern available sets available to the public. Right? What experience is that? If the only way that you can be ungated is to truly be a manufacturer authorized reseller or a authorized reseller through a distributor that authorizes third-party resale, keep in mind there's a difference there as well, that means that chances are you're contractually obligated to purchase some amount of Lego a year. I don't know exactly the details, but I believe I've heard that it has to be sold at least at MSRP. I don't know how much higher than that you can go. I also don't know if there are rules for if you can end up doubling or tripling that price on those things if you decided to hang on to them for long periods of time. But I think what this is going to end up doing is creating a huge vacuum of retired sets through Amazon, meaning the general public, the customers that they want this good experience for, aren't going to be able to find the goods that they want on that platform anymore, because it is the third-party resellers, the smaller Lego investors or larger Lego investors, I guess, depending on how you look at that, but smaller general Amazon marketplaces that do bring a lot of these sets to market through that platform, which means Amazon's going to see a massive financial loss because of this action as well. So I don't see why they think that this is going to be a better customer experience. I don't know why they haven't thought about the impact to the financial side of this decision, where maybe Lego is throwing money at them just to make it happen and make this go away. I don't know what Lego's benefit of that is, unless I guess the only thing maybe I could fathom is that selling retired sets maybe diminishes the amount of money being spent on new sets. Maybe there's something there. Maybe that's worth exploring in a future video. I don't know, but this is pretty huge. The outcomes of this, if this is real and legit and not an error and goes through and pulls a bunch of my stuff down as well as many of you, is that we're going to probably be taking all that stuff to other platforms, which the general public don't really look as highly of, right? Amazon's highly regarded, and I think if you've got really good standings there, that should be enough to say that you're providing that good experience for that customer, right? That's what they're going after here, best customer experience. And so if we have to move that stuff to another platform, those other platforms come with kind of a little bit darker outlook from a general consumer standpoint. I think eBay has kind of been noted for a bunch of people that scam and, you know, don't ship their stuff or whatever the case is. And so not as many people feel comfortable purchasing on eBay as they do on Amazon. Same thing with Bricklink, same thing with Facebook Marketplace for that matter, or wherever it is that you post your stuff locally. Direct sale sites, I might have to restate my sale site on there, which I'm happy to do, but it doesn't pull in the same market traffic. And yeah, I think this one's a huge miss, both from Amazon's perspective and from Lego's perspective as a whole. It definitely impacts me and my business. Let me know what you think of this particular email, if you've got it, if you've seen this kind of stuff before, what you think the overall impact will end up being as an outcome from this. And let's see what happens. This video you're going to see, again, it's going to be not on my Friday regularly scheduled thing, because I feel like I need to get this topic out in front of you so we can have a good dialogue. Leave me a comment below with your thoughts, your opinions, whether or not you've seen it, what you think it's going to do, all the good stuff. And I'll be keeping an eye on this video to engage and interact with each and every one of you, because this is a super critical topic to me. I really want to get past this hurdle, because that's how my business scales. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to seeing more Lego investment videos. Hopefully they're on Amazon. If not, we're going to explore some new territory, I suppose. We'll see you in the next video, everybody. Bye.